Live from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City, Missouri. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the New York Yankees going up against the Kansas City Royals. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Now the starting pitcher in this one, Seth LUGO. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Kicks and deals. And a foul ball. That pitch just misses the inside corner, and the count is 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Here's Juan Soto. Put that 600 slugging into context. The league average usually in the low 400s. In there, and it's 0-1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
One down, base is empty. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. One out, base is empty. The 1-2. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. He's got it, and there's two away. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. And one to watch, of course, their three-hole hitter, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, definitely someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy's always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
And first offering is fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Ball one there.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Caught him looking for the K. Yankees nothing, Royals coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, and on the mound now, Carlos Rodón.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
Number 11, leading things off, and takes a strike. Rodón measures 6 feet 2 inches, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Swing and a line drive curling foul down the right side. Rodón ready. Here comes. And down on strikes. And one away.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good 2-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So up next, Bobby Witt Jr. He's turned into one of the best shortstops in the game. Right through there for a strike. Swings through that. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Runner on at first with 1 gone. Vinny Pasquantino steps in for the Royals. Flips the corner, and it's 0-1. Witt leads off first with 1 away. Snap throw to first. Witt back on a dive. Rodón fires. Fought off foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Rodón sets and deals. Pop up here, third base side. Makes the grab. And here now, the lineup for the Royals. And no doubt a big factor in this series so far, MJ Melendez.
Boog, he's really been showing off the pop in this series so far. 2 homers. And you know, he'd love to add on with another shot today. I'm interested to see how they approach him.
Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
This one high in the air to left center. Sizing this one up. He makes the grab, and the inning is over. So 1 left for Kansas City, scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Giancarlo Stanton at the plate.
He's a big, strong guy, can untie this game with 1 swing.
The right-hander back to work. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. gigantic blast. His 16th homer of the year. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of
it. And here is Anthony Rizzo. And he was nowhere near that one for strike one.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Nobody on, nobody out. And this crowd really locked in right now. Bounce to third. Tosses to first. One out in the second.
That is it. The second baseman, Gleyber Torres.
Here comes Gleyber Torres. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0. Right through there for a strike. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack, sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, you rarely ever see 3 curveballs in a row because that's one of those pitches that's most effective when you haven't seen it recently. You might see 3 sliders in a row, but right there, he was feeling that curveball and figured he could finish with that pitch.
Here's Jose Trevino. And first offering is fouled off. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. That's a little bit low.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Two down, nobody on. In the dirt. Yeah, that's ball 2. Out there to center. Coming on. Nice grab on the run. And that'll do it. Giancarlo Stanton flexing that big-time power swing. It's an early 1-0 lead. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Here's the second baseman, Nick Lofton. The wide to kick the pitch. Right through there for a strike. That one's in there, and it's 0-2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. And that's a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Now the left fielder, M.J. Melendez. And that's in the dirt. The 1-0. Wouldn't chase that time. 4 runs already in the frame, and these fans are into it. Two and 1 now. And that one fouled off. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Left-hand batter waits. Got into the 6th inning and turned in an okay showing. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They've got him working hard out there.
Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Just a great at-bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Now here is Freddie Fermin. And fouled off. At the belt and fires. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Got him. And that is a big first out. 2 on, 1 out. Now it's Hunter Renfroe.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
2 on, 1 out. And it's even up. That one missed.
Well played umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Here comes a pitch.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger.
He's got to be frustrated with that call.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Isbell in the box now, takes strike one.
Well, we call that keyhole. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Not even close there. And the count 1-2. And another ball.
He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. First and second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Here in Kansas City, on to the third inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Oswaldo Cabrera. Lugo back to work. Swinging a foul straight back. Tap back up the middle. Witt. And one away in the top of the third.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
Trent Grisham, the next to hit, takes ball one. One down, base is empty. So 2 balls and no strikes. Just missed.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if he'll walk you.
Next offering is in for a strike. Three-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
So the lineup flips over. Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Struck out swinging his first time. Machado is out. Ball one. Man at first, one away. Just missed.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Two-0. Right through there for a strike.
2-1.
Next offering upstairs. Grisham at first, one gone. Runner on the go. Swing, and he breaks his back. That's a hit. To third. In there safely.
No, he didn't get much of that one, but it's going to look like a line drive in the box score tomorrow. Not much he can do about that one on the mound. Made a good pitch inside and jammed him. He just found a way to fight it off the other way and make it work.
Juan Soto now. He's 0 for 1. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Right through there for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 down, nobody on. The crowd really making some noise. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's down and in.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, too. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count off at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Here comes Aaron Judge. Wouldn't chase that time. Two on, 2 outs. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2 outs. That one finds the zone. Now 2 balls and a strike. Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 3-run homer. That's his 4th home run of the series. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-0. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Now here's Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch misses. Two out, space is empty. Here's a rocket out to left. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now a 4-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at Kauffman Stadium, here's the third baseman, number 11.
Third baseman,
The wind of the pitch. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. We'll head to the 9th, last chance for the San Diego Padres. That gets down for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. He didn't exactly connect with this one as he met it out front, but he still put a decent enough swing on it to get it into the outfield. You know, and if you finish the swing and just extend your follow-through, you're going to run into knocks just like that.
Got it for the second time, and that's strike one.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
RODÓN checks over to first, and he's back.
I think you want to get a one-way lead, be very aggressive in the secondary. This hitter not a power guy, so you want to make sure that you can get some length on the secondary lead and perhaps score a ball in the gap. All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first two pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down.
One at second. How about that double play?
Got a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
And next up for the Royals, Vinny Pasquantino. Flied out his first time. And a strike on the outside edge. The Yanks up by 2, and this crowd making their presence felt. And now the count is even.
1-1.
Swing and a pop-up. Settles under this one. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. New inning getting started, and stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Rizzo. The pitch. Just missed.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've plated 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And a good eye there.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
And another ball. He swings and fouls one off.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
Line drive, caught. It includes a player with a big season last year.
Now back the second baseman,
Gleyber Torres up to hit. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. Right through there for a strike. But misjudges this one, and it falls. And the crowd on its feet. Slider misses outside. Line drive, and that's down. A base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
now batting.
They'll back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
So a man aboard, Jose Trevino, stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. First pitch, and he just misses. Right through there for a strike. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Oh, what a flip for one. Double play, and that'll do it for the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. The Yankees 4 and the Royals nothing. Salvador Perez steps in for the Royals.
The designated hitter, Salvador Perez.
The lefty fires. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one.
Well, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Ball, 1 strike.
Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
So important to get into the fielding position after you deliver that baseball. That is a scary one. Watch your lips.
Nick Lofton steps in for the Royals. And that's off
inside.
the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
And here it comes. Gets under it and pops it up. On the move. Takes it in for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, MJ Melendez.
And to the plate for Kansas City, MJ Melendez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand hitter waits. And he takes a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
Checks his swing. Appeal to third. No swing, says Freddie Ferguson. Swings and misses. Royals down to their final out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Foul ball. The Royals down to their final strike. In the air, left side. He dives, but he can't make the catch. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
The right fielder, number 16.
Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That catches the corner.
These fans, they are ready to cheer about something.
Two on, 2 outs. They're down to their final strike. Hit to right, and that should do it. Throw to first, ball game, and the Yankees get a shutout on the mound.
Well, you win this one 4-0, and it feels like you could have exploded for more offensively, but you also realize that at times it was hard to score. So you get out of here feeling good about this win. Ultimately, there was great pitching and defense to keep that other team off the board. You always feel good about a win like this.
A 4-0 shutout in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious